All right, so hi guys, welcome. This is Project Symbols for version 5. So get you guys some good stuff here. First off, who am I? My name is Erin. I'm one of the trainers here at Project Matrix. This is my 4th conference. Before joining Project Matrix, I was a designer for 10 years. I have a wonderful husband, 3 beautiful children. As you can see, we are giant dorks for all things Star Wars, Disney, Marvel, you name it. We have a dog named Vader, and I am currently trying to convince my husband that we do need another puppy in our lives. So it's not working. If you guys want to help me win arguments, that would be helpful. Give me your tips and tricks on that one. Today we're going to go over a bunch of new things. The first being enhanced data. What the heck is that? The catalog reader tab. You heard that right. Catalog search tab. Applying materials, next steps, our good friends MRL, and how to get started with everything. The first thing I want to talk about is this new thing that we have called enhanced data. What is it? I'll show you guys what it is here in a little bit, but there's a really important note in the beginning is that things are changing. You will need a login to our new license manager. It's very similar to the My Configura. Data will have to come from our new version of Project Notify. Your old version of Project Notify, that data is not going to work anymore. I'll give you all the details on that at the end, but just kind of quick note, you do need a login, and I'll show you how to get a hold of us to get that login so you can see all of this awesome fun stuff. So there's a new extension. Yay! We've all been waiting for it for a very long time. It's going to be available on Monday, October 26th. So we are right around the corner from releasing that. There are now 3 tabs. Yay! The first one is the main project symbols tab. It's very, very similar to what you guys are using currently today. It's going to feel the same. There is a new catalog reader tab. You can now browse through the catalog in a docked catalog reader. You guys asked for it. We have finally answered the call. There's also a new catalog search tab. Search for your specific symbol using your part number or part description. All right, at the extension, because we know not every dealership is ready to jump on board right away, you can still use the current data and use the old extension, or you can get the new data and check this little box at the bottom of the extension. So when the update comes out, you'll run the update. All 3 tabs will automatically appear. If you uncheck the box, the old data and the old extension works. The other tabs will not work. If you don't check, or if you do check the box, then the new data and the new tabs will all work. I'll kind of show you, walk you through all of that here. Okay, so let's pop over to CET. Yay! So I wanted to kind of find a way to walk you guys through all the new tools, how it all works, and I figured the best and easiest way to do that is to show you a drawing and finish it off together. So I'm going to start with a legacy drawing. And I learned something really cool yesterday, and that is you can take a CAD drawing and drag and drop it right into CET. I think this is ridiculously cool. And of course, the first time I do it, it doesn't work, right?
Erin, what if you tried grabbing it by like the file name?
Yeah, it froze. I
Oh,
hope.
oh,
Yeah. So
oh
give me a
no.
sec. Okay. Hmm. Nope, I crashed out. Okay, let's start CET over again. Give me a sec, guys. It wouldn't be the CET conference if we didn't have at least one crash out, right? Thanks, guys. I appreciate all the love. It's good to know we're all in this together. And what's funny is every time I've tried it, it has worked flawlessly, of course, right?
Erin, I have this theory that it's Zoom's fault.
Yes, I like it.
Every time I do training and I have Zoom on, for some reason CET acts up just a little bit more. So
Okay, we'll
let's just
call it.
blame Zoom for today.
I like it. I like it. We're gonna do that. So while this is kind of taking forever, that's okay. I'm gonna kind of talk you guys through how we got to before crash. I got the CAD drawing in there and everything. So the idea was a legacy drawing. Obviously, I drew it in project symbols for CAD using Han parts and pieces. And, you know, we've moved into CET now, and I don't want to have to redraw everything. We all know that CET reads that CAD drawing, which is really good for reference purposes, but I've been there, guys. I know that having to redraw something is just a giant pain in the butt. We don't want to have to do it. So if we don't have to, let's not do it. Um, we've had for years that convert feature, and hopefully this will cooperate with me now. And I'm going to try importing it the old-fashioned way. Just to see if I can get it to work. So we'll let the wheel of death go away. There we go. No, do not restart with updates. There we go. Let's go grab that. And I like seeing the 2D on my 3D. So I like to see those lines. So click on that guy. Okay, here we go. So here is our nice little building shell, and we've got 3 little private offices in here. Obviously, redrawing that would not be the end of the world and take a lot of time. But if this were a larger drawing, it would not be a pleasant experience. So I'm going to start by converting it. The convert process looks for any CAD block that has an attribute, meaning a part number attached to it. So it won't convert any of your specials, guys, but it will convert everything that came out of manufacturers that we carry. So we've got over 200 manufacturers that we have data for. It will convert anything from project symbols for CAD, CAD pack, FSL, and yes, even CAP. So any of those legacy drawings you can bring in here and use. What's really cool is once you get it converted, then you can use those awesome CET tools and draw your walls, your doors, your windows, throw in some of the extra features, and they like magnetize to the CAD lines. I think it's really kind of nifty to go in after the fact and do those. Okay, so we can see our beautiful 3D here. And now I don't have to redraw those. The only thing I do need to do is it is going to bring in symbols at the manufacturer supplied height. So like this work surface right here, we changed it to a standing height. So I can go in and change the elevation and raise it by 12 inches, and that will fix that. So you may have to move a part here, move a part there. But for the most part, your XYs are all correct as far as that's concerned. Okay, let's start with the fun stuff, Catalog Manager. So thanks to that enhanced data now, I am proud to say you no longer need to click on Catalog Manager and turn off and turn on and turn off and turn on and turn off and turn on. That annoying process that we've been telling you guys to do for years. Turn on 3 to 5 manufacturers and then go back and turn them off. We don't have to do that anymore. There is an activate all button. You can turn them all on and leave them there. If you want to turn one on, you can pop back in here. No check means off, check means on. Yay. There's a new advanced feature also. The advanced feature will let you turn a specific catalog on or a specific catalog off. So I'm going to pick on Artipex just a smidge. Okay. I can turn off all these wonderful French Canadian catalogs that I don't need to see. Yay. And as soon as I click that save button, it's going to remember that. It's not only going to remember it here, it's also going to remember it across all of the project matrix softwares. So project symbols for CAD, project symbols for spec. Once I make the change in one place, it's everywhere. I see people are excited. Yay. Okay, catalog reader. Now, there's two ways to get to the catalog reader. You can click on catalog reader or click on the handy dandy catalog reader tab. Another quick tip I learned yesterday, you can pen your favorite extensions to the top. So shamelessly, I penned our extensions to the top here. So this piece of paper one is the catalog reader tab. It's now docked on the left-hand side. Catalog manager's here if you need to go grab a different catalog. Select your manufacturer, select your catalog, and start double clicking. So this is missing some chairs. I'm going to go in here and add my chair real fast. Double click will bring up the part specifying window. You'll see your image show up. You can select your options here. I'm going to skip that for a moment and just click place. Throw my chair in. There we go. Another new feature is you can click and drag a part from the catalog reader. So click and drag will skip the part specifying window. It gives you the block just directly straight away. So if you're just trying to like quick space plan, this is a really nice tool. If I left click, that'll place the block. If I left click and hold, that'll rotate it. I actually meant to rotate that one. So rotate that real fast. There we go. All right. If you realized, holy crap, I meant to add options to that, it's cool. Click it, right click, query, and re-option part. Now this is where I'm going to blow your guys' minds. So remember I said enhanced data, double click, and it's going to add in our colors. So grab a nice bright color there. Click accept and apply. Now pay attention to what happens to that chair in the back left corner. Close out of that and zoom in for you guys. The materials are already there. Yay! Rendering just became a little bit easier. Hope you guys are excited about that too. So you can do that during the double click, select your options, or if you forgot and you just started clicking and dragging because you were space planning fast, you can come back, right click, query, select options, and then go on. Okay, so two ways to add from the catalog reader. Now, if you know your part number, I know you guys have every catalog and part number memorized, right? All right. HN1. You need at least 3 characters. Put in 3 characters and hit enter. It's going to filter throughout all this. So you can see I've got HN1 UFC. I actually wanted the HM1 chair. So I'm going to click and drag, bring that over here. Place this office back here. Oh, and here's where right click and query comes in handy. I meant to option that too. My bad. Let's pick another color. Okay, so we can see that chair's got it now too. Yay. Okay, so if you don't know the full part number, what have we always done in the past? We put an asterisk in there. Let me look at my notes to see my part number because I forgot it. It's cool. There it is. Okay, so anywhere in the part number you can throw the asterisk in. It's going to help narrow down your list a little bit. Double click. Let's select our finishes this time as we go. So Florence Walnut. I think this ash color is pretty. You guys can see it's applying as I go. Click accept, and let's go place our reception desk out here. There we go. All right, so we have the main components of our drawing now. So for the components that don't have a symbol attached to them, your touch-up paints or your locks, things like that, we have the pick list. You can have as many pick lists as you want. I like to put one in each different space. And if you notice, come in here, it labels them. So PM, pick list, 2, 1, 3, 4, you guys get all that. Double click will let you add stuff to the pick list. So I'm going to double click here. Now, you can do two different things. If it's a free form, type it in, click the plus sign. It's going to bring up that part specifying window or query dialog window here. What's the manufacturer? How much is it? Now, I'm not going to get into this too much. We have a webinar series that we're starting on Monday where we're doing full user trainings. I'll get into more of that later, but we go into this very in detail in that training. Also, we go into how to make a special this way also. So you guys can see more of that later on. If the part needs to come from the catalog reader, click on catalog reader. Make sure you have the right pick list selected. That's very important. Again, select your catalog. And I wanted a center drawer in here. Click accept, and it's going to throw it directly into my pick list. Oh, I selected 2 pick lists. Sweet. Close that out. All right, so all that's in my calculation view, ready to go. Okay. Now, we did all that fun stuff. We saw that enhanced data that's going to let us apply the finishes as we add, but the problem lies, not problem, but hard part, we converted these blocks. So we need to add materials to them. And we still have the same material tabs that we've always had. So we have the layers and the query dialog. Layers is going to allow me to place a material onto every symbol that has the same layer name. Select materials will let me do it to a specific symbol or to a specific layer. One thing I like about the 2Ds is I can come in here and set all my 2D layers to black, which is really nice for my install drawings, gets rid of all those yellow doorways and stuff like that. All right. And then 3D layers. So this is where I can actually apply materials. I'm going to select this work surface here. And you'll see that it highlights all the layers associated with that symbol. If you want to do all the materials the same, hold Control and select all of those highlighted. And then we have 3 tabs. You have a color tab. So if you have a paint color that's specific, you can do an RGB to do a paint. Predefined, these are some generic materials, which are really good for like arms and wheels and grommets and things like that. And texture tab. This will let you browse to your materials library on your computer. So if you have materials that you've downloaded from the manufacturer, you can browse to go grab those. I'm going to grab this laminate right here and apply it to my work surface. There we go. So the cool thing is if all my work surfaces were going to be the same, I just saved myself a lot of time. However, I like teasing Rob over here a little bit that he was my client. He's picky and hard to work with. Every single one of these offices actually needs to be different colors. So by doing it through apply layers, I kind of made my work a little bit harder. I'll show you again real fast with like a side piece. It's going to do it to everything. So I'm going to select those, hold control. I saw your fake news there, Rob. I'm ignoring you. He is difficult to work with, okay? There we go. Go back to my texture tab, grab my laminate, and click apply. So again, it did it to everything. For this instance, I think select materials would be a good idea. So select materials will let me do it to the specific symbol or a specific layer. We still have that predefined. There's a thumbnail of all those predefines and that texture tab. Again, I can browse, go grab the correct material. I'm going to grab laminate, the little ash. It says it's large. I'm going to say, yeah, downsize it. And then come back here to this back office. And I can do the select layer, or I can use that tab key. So I can go to where it's all and made that a lot faster. So it's really a personal preference. How do you feel like selecting your materials and adding them? Sometimes I just like clicking. Sometimes I use the tab and go grab those. I throw that back fabric on there. So between the enhanced data and then manually doing some stuff in there, you can see how we do that. Okay. For time's sake, I'm not going to walk you guys through everything. I do want to show you what this looks like when it's done. Let me close out of that. So this is the complete drawing. We took, applied all of our materials through the select materials and the layers. We went into the CET tabs and redrew our walls and doors, windows. We added in some plants, some bathrooms. So there's an actual bathroom in this office space now. Added in some TV monitors and graphics and fun stuff like that. I think we had a little bit too much fun. Not gonna lie, it was kind of fun to design our own space for a while. So give this a sec to load. All right, there we go. So 2D is ready for our install now. And you can see we've applied all of our materials and have all of our beautiful finishes in there. This is all ready to go. Yay. So the next question is, where do we go from here? On the project symbols tab is the SIF export. It's also in calculation view, so you can do either place. I'm going to export this and take this into project spec and show you guys what it looks like. Because I used all project symbol stuff, I'm going to do the project matrix SIF. It just makes sense. Use the SIFs that you guys have always been using. Don't change this up just because we got a new extension. Use what works for you. I'll use what works for me. And we are good to go. So I'm going to skip the export and just jump straight into spec real fast. There we go. And this is our brand new Project Spec 5. Yay! Ooh, ah. Okay, this also ties in with that enhanced data. First and foremost, I do want to say this right here has been a labor of love for us for several years. Everything that you're going to see came from your guys' customer feedback. So without you guys telling us what you wanted to see, we couldn't do this. Keep up the feedback. We really like it. But I'm going to show a couple of key things here that I think you guys are going to really enjoy. First thing I'm going to talk about is importing that CET SIF. Standard SIF will import that CET from project symbols. There's several other import SIFs in here you can see right there in the front. So if we went straight from CET using the project symbol SIF straight into project spec, we would just click that standard SIF there. Okay. Then we have a new notification center. Woohoo! We are featuring our manufacturers of the week in here. We are putting in YouTube videos, little notification center. If someone finds a bug and reports it, we can tell you guys that we fixed it. It's really nifty. The other new feature I think everyone's going to love is right here in this top right-hand corner. It is login based. That means no USB sticks, no software keys. It's exactly like CET. Install the software, log in, go. Which makes working in this COVID world very easy. Just have it installed and work from wherever you need to work for. If it's your house or your parents' house or the coffee shop or the office, just work wherever makes sense. Okay, now let's dive into it. This is the new Project Spec 5, what it looks like. We have the docked catalog reader on the left. Woohoo! I'm expecting people cheering right now. I need to see the cheering in the chats, people. The spreadsheet, just as we've always had before. You can, let's do some stuff here. I'm going to mess with this. You can have it docked, always up, all the time, or you can minimize it. So this minimizing will have it over here on the left available, but give you more columns to see. Yay! To browse for a part, it's the exact same as what we just did in CET. So I'm not going to walk you guys through that again, but you just double click. You can double click, select your options, or click and drag. I will show you click and drag. I lied. Okay, click and drag. This is kind of cool, guys. Click and drag. Which line do I want to put it on? Wherever I let go of my mouse, right here, is where it's going to show up. Okay, and it's hard to see which line item that popped up on. There we go. So line 7 is where I let go, and that's where it's going to show up. You can move your lines around now. So Control and the arrow buttons are our shortcut key to move our lines around. If you do the double click, it automatically goes to the end of the file. But again, you can move it up and down. But the click and drag is really nice for like a quick quote. I'm trying to just throw this together real fast. Click and drag, click and drag, click and drag. Do we need to add options to this? If so, F2, we still have our F2 shortcut key, or part specifier icon, whichever one makes sense for you. And then double click, add in all your parts and pieces, and you are good to go. Okay. I guess I could have shown you guys the image, the materials. Sorry, those map over here also. I just assumed you guys knew that. You don't. Okay, let's pick something really bright. Let's do that kiwi. Yay, accept. And I'm going to tag this really fast because I don't want this to come out weird. We're going to pretend this is going in Office 1 also. Okay. Now, there's a lot of columns in here. You can turn them on, you can turn them off. The View tab has an Adjust Columns. You have unlimited column templates now. You can name them even. There are 56 columns in the new Project Spec 5. There were 44, so we added a lot of columns. Be sure to check all those out. You can move a column around really easy by just left click and dragging, moving it to the new spot. There we go. There's also, ready, a column lock. So I can lock my part number column in place and scroll to the right to look at pricing. I feel like I could mic drop right there and just walk away. You guys would be good to go after that. All right, so column lock. I do want to point out these columns real fast too. I think Rob and I are in love with these. Created by and modified by. Because this is login based now, guys. Keely actually made this file for me because she was wonderful and helped me out tons and tons. But I modified it, okay? So Keely created this originally. I changed it, added Kiwi chair per customer. When I did that, did you guys notice in that icon column, a comment box shows up? That comment box will automatically populate. Keely could then open this file back up and go, oh, what happened? Scroll over and go, oh, that's what happened. Sweet. Or, how dare you? You worked on my file while I was off yesterday. So you guys can play with that. Okay, your discounting. Everything to do with pricing is under the price tab. Tried to make that pretty obvious, y'all. General pricing and discounting, or your table discount. Harmon Miller people, you can still import your XML here. Now you can give your discount table a name, a start date, an end date, and there is tiered pricing in here. If you need to create your tiered pricing, it's all there as well. Okay, what else can we do? We can sort our file quickly by clicking on part number. We can do a multi-sort, okay? So I can say I want to sort by tag and catalog, okay? It'll automatically do that. It'll tell me it's sorting.
Is that one that I can't type out? Somebody want to see that column lock again?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Rob. Let me get rid of this sort. Sort remove. Column lock. Okay, guys, I'm glad you asked that. Hover between numbers and status, and you'll see a little padlock and two little parallel lines. Click and drag to the right. Let go. If you want to get rid of it, yeah, you can go to any column. I just happen to do part number because that's my default. Click and drag will take it away also. Okay, so you can lock a row. I haven't figured out why you want to. If someone does, tell me. That'd be really cool. But you can lock a row. But yeah, we really like locking our columns in place there. That's really fun. Thanks, Rob. Okay, subtotals. Can we do them? Yes, we can. Add in your subtotals, expand them, and you can see like we can scroll over. Let's get some pricing in here. Scroll down. So our Office 1 subtotal, our Office 2 subtotal, Office 3 subtotal. Okay, I'm done with those remove subtotals. So lots and lots and lots of good stuff here. When it comes to what can Spec 5 do, we cover all of that in our trainings. You guys will get a better idea, but I wanted to point out just the couple things. The other thing I want to point out is these two new tabs at the bottom. Any of our Spec 4 users know we had the F12 button, or there were different views. I hope you knew them. Please tell me you knew them. The Details tab will let you view things grouped together. So if I want to see what's in my seating catalog, I can find that HN1 chair. Here's everything without scrolling right or scrolling left. It's all there. There's my base price. Here's how much all my options cost. And then my total list. See what the image looks like. I can see all my swatches. I can re-option from here. So I can double click to put in like a COM, or I can F2 to go back and pick a different color choice. I can also group by tag, and this is neat, guys. If you group by tag, you can now add in a group description and your renders from CET. So you can render every single one of your locations, add all of those images here. You can do the swatch for the COM. It can go here. Color choices can go here, all of that stuff, and click save. Make sure you click save. When you do these, Rob and I've done a million of these now, and we always forget to click save. So I'm telling you, click save. When this is done, okay, you can print it. And I'm going to show you, this is what it looks like when we print. So it's got the office number, the price, the description, those beautiful renders, and sign-off sheets. Now, this is one of our custom reports. They don't have to look like this. This is just the one we made the other day as a quick sign-off sheet for a customer to approve finishes and say, yes, I'm good with this, or no, I'm not. Go through, and it's going to do Office 2, everything in Office 2, and everything in Office 3. So you guys get the idea. But again, all of these are customizable. We can design them however you guys want them to look, but we thought this was a really cool feature. A lot of people had been asking us for years, how do I get my renders from CET in here? So this is great. Okay, then the last thing I want to show you in Spec is this new reporting tab. The reporting tab is, the concept has changed since original development. We originally developed it just for internal communication. It's changed. Now, any of your custom reports can show up in here. So it's a quick print section. You can grab your financial summaries. You can grab spec checking tools. I like this part detail report right here. It shows me all kinds of good stuff. Yay. And I like this one too, the option description report. So I can see all my swatches right here and make sure that, you know, these all match up and everything like that. So lots of these are all the default ones built into the program, and everything about these can change. So you guys do have the power of changing stuff or calling us and saying, hey, can you change it for me? And we'll take care of that. Like I said, it's a quick print. So the print's here, PDF is here, ready to go. Okay. Did I miss anything? Okay.
Did you showed them the whole look?
Yes. Yeah. I'm just making sure because I tend to fly through presentations, guys. So Rob has to slow me down. Okay. So that's everything happening now. What about in the future? So coming soon with our good buddies, MRL. Oh, this is so awesome. Okay. There's going to be a click and drag feature. I could let you guys read all this, but I think it's much more important to show you. So let me go into MRL. Let me open up CET again. Oh, no, I want to go. Let's close out that one. Yeah. Okay, let's go into our finished. And I'm going to turn around here. I'm going to window this so you guys can see this magic happen. Okay, so in MRL, if the manufacturers give all this enhanced data to everybody, that's the key. Browse through your MRL catalogs, find your part, click and drag to CET. Part specifying window pops up, select your finishes. I'm going to pick something annoyingly bright so we can all see it happen. Accept and place. Click and rotate there. It'd be really helpful if I actually moved my 3D so you guys can see that happen. There you go. Sorry about that. Okay, so it's now in place and I can quickly grab all that information. And obviously it's now in my calculation. So if I sift this out again, these chairs would show up. Or, okay, we did that. Minimize that, pull project spec back up. Guess what? It does it for project spec too. So again, click and drag. I'm going to throw it at line 4. Let go. There we go. So I can F2 that line or click on part specifier. And again, I can pick my finishes here. We picked that lemon color. All right. So easy peasy lemon squeezy. This is what's coming soon. If you want more information about this, check out MRL's doing their breakout sessions the exact same time we are. So the next set of breakout sessions, MRL is going to be talking about this. And then I think tomorrow they're going to talk about it as well. So definitely get more info over there with MRL. Okay. Now, I hope you guys are just as excited about all this craziness as we are. We have been holding this in for a long time and ready to just give this all to you guys. So can't wait to get you guys started on this. Okay, so how do you get started is get a login. That's step number 1. Go to our website, projectmatrix.com. Right there at the top of the page, getting started with the license manager, click on it. Preferably one per dealership, Rob said. So don't all rush out there. Nominate one person. Yeah. So we'll have a manager account for your whole dealership, and then they just sign everybody else up. So first step, get the login. Second step, download the new Project Notify. You'll go to the license manager and download it through there. As always, if you need any help, reach out to the tech guys. Send in a chat or email support@projectmatrix.com if you run into any issues with the install process. Rob, great. There is no upgrade fee. Woohoo! Okay, step 3, install the new data. So because this is new, everything's new and enhanced and bright and shiny, you need the new stuff. The old stuff's not going to work. So download all of your manufacturer data again. Once you've got the new stuff, you can delete the old stuff. Okay? And then activate version 5. So on the 26th, when the new one comes out, that's the right date. Yeah. Okay. For a moment, flipped on me there. The webinar starts next week. The Monday after is the release. There you go. So when the new one downloads and you restart CET, go all the way to the bottom. Make sure that checkbox is checked for activate version 5. Okay, so that's when all the new stuff works. But you have to take the steps in this order, guys. Yay. Okay, and then last but not least, starting Monday, live webinars. We're going to be running them all the way up to the week of Thanksgiving. It will be free. I'm looking at Rob to make sure I didn't lie to you. It'll be free. User training on everything. So the beautiful. You're awesome. Monday is going to kind of be the what's changing, how do you get it type of deal. It's an hour long. Then Tuesday, Wednesday is full spec training. Thursday is symbols training. And Friday is printing and reporting. So we'll talk about those. Yeah, and that's just repeat. So every week, Rob, me, Keely, we're all going to be kind of taking our turns and getting you guys all the free training that you need. So there's live webinars. 2, YouTube. If you can't make the webinar, we're posting the webinar to YouTube. So if those times that we post do not work for you, you can always go to YouTube, watch the videos, and then ask us for questions. Or you can email us. If you want dedicated training specifically for your dealership, just send an email to training@projectmatrix.com. The 3 of us get that. We can coordinate with each other and figure out how to get you guys started. No cost for the webinars. I thought I said free, but if I didn't, they're free. Yeah, full user training free. This is a big thing with us, okay? You definitely want these webinars. Rob, do I have time for questions?
So yes.
Oh, okay, so questions, what are they?
I think I've answered everything.
Okay. Is there anything new? I can see everything now. I opened up all the chat windows and Q&As. How do we access the live webinars? Heather, great question. On the website, there is a webinars tab, and you can click on it and then sign up for all your webinars. We have practice worksheets that go with those webinars also, and like follow along guides. So I believe now that school is back in session and we're all homeschooling teachers, right? I'm assigning homework. So go to the webinar and then do your homework. Okay. Where's the sign up for license manager on the website? Just there, can't find it. Should be right on the main page. Actually, hold on. I have it pulled up.
Also clarify that there's no price increases for existing project spec users.
Yeah.
Existing symbols.
So Rob wanted me to clarify. There's no price increase for existing project spec users and existing symbols users.
Would like to convert
Yeah, and we'll happily convert you from CAP, Carmen. But yeah, if you're using CAP, obviously project spec isn't what you're using. So we need to get you using that. Come to the dark side. It's better. We have cookies. Okay. Login.projectmatrix.com request form. Here we go. Are you going to be posting recordings of these webinars or YouTube? Both, right?
Yeah, the links that I keep putting out is where all the signups are and all of the recordings are at.
So all the signups and recordings are at the links where Rob is posting, but I know we've been posting our best webinars from that recordings page to the YouTube channel as well. So both there. Okay. on the main page, projectmatrix.com, right here, login.projectmatrix.com request form. This is what you click to get your login. Again, one person from each office, please. That way we don't bog Rob down and make him work harder than we need to. Apparently he doesn't like that. Okay. Any other questions? Who is excited? I've seen some like yays and woohoos pop up as I go. I need to feel the energy. All right, yay. I'm so glad you guys are excited. We've been very, very, very anxious to share this all with you guys. So.
Looks like we have someone that raised their hand.
Yes.
So Mary Ann,
So
I just allowed you to talk. So if you'd like, you can unmute yourself.
rated for all users, but the project spec we showed, I think there's some confusion.
Okay.
People in both camps here.
Mary, go ahead if you have a question.
We do have a question in the Q&A
Yeah, I see
from
that.
another Mary.
So if we only use project symbols but not project spec, can we still get version 5? Yes. Version 5 is basically our fancy way of saying enhanced data. Okay. So yes, project symbols for version 5 is a thing, and project spec is separate. It's just we're showing everybody everything today. Will our current version still work for a while after 26? Yes, it's still going to work for a while. We haven't figured out the cutoff date of the current version yet, but we'll give you guys some time. So you've got plenty of time on that. So that's good. If I'm using CAP, then version 5 is not available in CET. If you have project symbols in CET, then you can use the new version of project symbols in CET as well. Okay, I hope that answered your question. If not, just let me know. What's happening Project Notify? It's new. We have a new version of Project Notify too. So the old version does not produce the enhanced data. The new version does. So basically, we wiped the slate clean and we're just doing everything is all brand new, all enhanced data now. Yeah, on Monday we go through all of the Monday webinar is all the features and everything with the new Notify and all that stuff. Will you show the to-do order again? Yes, I will. There we go. Actually, the new Project Notify is already out, Jillian. So you are ready to go on that. As soon as we get you your login, you can start working on installing that and downloading all your new data. These are great questions, guys. Love it. So the 26th is just the new project symbols for CET extension is released. So you actually want the new Notify first. That way on the 26th, when the extension gets released, you can go ahead and start using it right away. Where's the Get Started link on the web page again? Okay, let me go back to the web page. Right here. So login.projectmatrix.com request form. Rob added it right before the webinar. You may need to refresh your page if you're not seeing it, Lindsay. Okay, great. Catherine, did you say the admin assigns everyone their own username and password? The admin assigns everyone, it's not necessarily assigns username and passwords. They just add everybody's email address and then the system randomizes a password and then you guys can change it once you log in the first time. For admins, you can upload an Excel file and it'll create all the users all at the same time also. Will project spec allow 0 in the list column? Yes, Patty. Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yes, you can do a 0 in the list column. We go through that during the actual project spec training, but great question. All users need there's no licensing anymore. That's kind of the nifty thing. There's no license numbers anymore. So what's necessary is just that login through the license manager.
You can also change the margin manually now too in project spec for all of our users on the phone.
Say that again.
You can change the margin manually in project spec.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Guys, Rob just reminded me, you can also change the margin in project spec manually, like double click in the margin column and change the numbers. That's another huge one that you guys are
Dollars or percentages.
loving. Dollars and percentages. Yeah, that's a good one. Carolyn, 0 and the list makes me happy. It makes us very happy.
Okay, we have about 5 more minutes. So if you guys have any additional questions, feel free to type them in the Q&A.
Steven, Project Notify is amazing. Hi, Steven. I saw your name pop up every once in a while I was talking, but I can't look at what's happening while I'm talking. What days for the webinars do you suggest if we don't use Project Spec? Great. Monday is the what's new. Skip Tuesday, Wednesday, because Tuesday, Wednesday is spec. And then Thursday is symbols. So Monday and Thursday would be the 2 days that you'd want to pay attention to for those webinars. These are really great questions. I want more. Give me more. Give me more work for Rob. Carmen, you're very welcome. What would a project spec trial look like? Great question. So we do have a 30-day trial on that. When you do the login.project matrix form, Rob, can they put in there they'd like a trial? Tell you what, send me an email. Send an email to training@projectmatrix.com and just let us know that you would like to look at one, and we'll set up a call with you and get you started on that. Anything else you guys need to see again? Does Project Matrix work with CAD? Yes, we have a project symbols for CAD. So we have it in CAD as well as in CET. Yes, the email, training@projectmatrix.com. And actually, I think I have it on the slide.
I also sent it, so it's typed right in our Q&A.
Good, awesome. I guess I could put it out in the chat too. There you go.
Perfect.
If you are not using Project Matrix yet, version 5 is the time to jump in. Oh, thanks, Carolyn. You're awesome. Okay, guys, if you think of anything else, let us know. Send us an email. We'll be happy to answer everything we possibly can. And then don't hesitate. If you have any issues with the install, reach out to support, send a chat in, and we'll get you guys all hooked up. Oh yeah, that's a great point. We have also updated the bridge training. So if you've taken any of the bridge training for CET, our module is fully updated for the version 5 extension already. So if you just want to kind of check it and do like a self-paced learning instead of signing up for the webinars, it's all on there, complete with videos. So there's that as well. What is Bridge Training? It is a self-paced learning platform through CET. Sierra?
Yes, that is actually our e-learning platform. So that's just the website that you guys would go and use for our training.
Thanks.
Yeah. Awesome, guys. Well, that is going to bring us to the end here. So if you guys are interested, we do have a networking opportunity, so feel free to head on over to that. And then our next session will start at 2:40, so don't forget to join lots of other great sessions. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
joining,
guys.
guys.
Bye.